The Boston Celtics have done it again. They've signed another sneaky backup point guard for their backcourt, and I'm very excited to detail into Jay Scrubb and how he's going to help out the Boston Celtics this season. In this video, we also go down the schedule leaks that came out a couple of days ago and be looking at the sad news of Mike Gorman, one of the great legendary commentators for the Boston Celtics, retiring after this season. So first, let's get into the main topic, which is the schedule leak. The rivals will be meeting for a Christmas special, and I am super excited for this. The Boston Celtics will be playing on Christmas Day again. This is awesome. We've been playing on Christmas for 7 consecutive years, which is great as a Celtics fan, and I can't wait to see who we'll play as we're playing one of our main rivals from the Western Conference. So let's get into that. The Christmas schedule was leaked a couple days ago, going in the 5 games that came out, and one of them being the Boston Celtics and Los Angeles Lakers will be meeting again, with the Denver Nuggets and Golden State Warriors meeting, the last 2 champions. They will be playing on Christmas as well. The other 3 games that will be highlighted on Christmas Day are the Milwaukee Bucks and the New York Knicks, the Philadelphia 76ers and the Miami Heat, and the Dallas Mavericks and the Phoenix Suns. So this will be a great thing for the Boston Celtics to be able to play on Christmas and play against their rivals, the Los Angeles Lakers, which should be a very exciting game for both fan bases, and some history behind the Celtics and the Lakers playing on Christmas. We have this. This will be the 7th consecutive season that the Celtics will play on Christmas, and the 5th time that they've played the Lakers. The last time that they played the Los Angeles Lakers was in 2008, where the Boston Celtics lost 92-83 behind Kobe Bryant's 27 points. Of course, the Celtics got the last laugh when they ended up winning the finals versus the Los Angeles Lakers that year in 6 games. So maybe we'll see another repeat of this in 2020-23, where the Celtics and the Lakers play on Christmas. They hopefully match up maybe in the finals again, and we could see another legendary rivals matchup that we haven't seen since 2010 between the Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers. Last season, obviously, the Lakers were pretty solid and got better at the All-Star game and made the Western Conference Finals, and so did the Celtics. They made the Eastern Conference Finals. So both teams made improvements to their roster this year, and hopefully both teams can maybe meet in the finals again for a rematch. Now getting into the main guy that I want to talk about, and that is Jay Scrubb, my boy. Jay Scrubb, more like Jay Scrubb, the next stud. I am super excited for this guy. It may be because we share the same birthday, and that is a nice tad bit of information, but I love this guy. He came in to the Summer League team, and I didn't really know much about him. I just heard Scrub. He might be a scrub. We'll have to wait and see. But he actually turned out to be pretty solid for the Celtics Summer League team. Now, in the NBA, Scrub hasn't gotten the greatest amount of time in playing. He obviously has only played in 24 career games, so he's not really getting that much looks. But he is a second-round pick that got drafted that looks very enticing for this Celtics Summer League team, even though his stats do not look the greatest here. You know, averaging 4 points, 1.5 total rebounds, only 0.4 assists, shooting around 42% and 31% from 3, 75% from the free throw. Those stats could show you why he's not given future contracts and why he isn't allowed to play as much. But his Summer League stats were what enticed me and made me very happy about him. The Celtics were starting to fill out the back end of their roster when they agreed to sign Jay Scrubb to a 2-way deal. So he's not going to be playing as much. He'll be playing on the G League team as well, but I think this will help him develop and play for the Celtics team. And he was one of the best standouts on the Summer League squad, averaging 14.4 points over the 5 games that he played in, which was the 3rd best on the team behind Jordan Walsh and I believe J.D. Davidson, who J.D. Davidson had already played on the roster last year a little bit. And he shot an efficient 46% from the field and 40% from deep. So he shot better in the Summer League than he did in his whole NBA career, which makes me feel happy as a Celtics fan. And I think Scrubb can be kind of like Delano Banton as kind of a test run guy. Obviously, Peyton Pritchard's going to be the main backup point guard behind Derek White, but if Delano Banton isn't playing that great on the offensive side of the ball and they don't really have anyone to stop anyone, they'll put Delano Banton in. If Pritchard's hurt or Pritchard isn't creating shots or Pritchard's in foul trouble, you might see Scrubb getting some moments in these games where he's going to be an all-offensive guy because he did say in his quotes that he was able to work on and off the ball. For the Celtics Summer League, Jay Scrubb said he remarked on what he showed in the Summer League was great. He said that he's shown his versatility. He was an on-ball scorer, but I think in the Summer League he showed that he could play without the ball, knock down shots, create for teammates, and take care of the ball. And Scrubb has had an unusual path to the NBA. The 22-year-old declared for the NBA draft after 2 strong seasons at a community college in Illinois, where he was selected by the Clippers number 55 overall, and he was the first JUCO player to be drafted since 2004. So that is honestly a great accomplishment to come from him. Coming from JUCO, going into the NBA must be very hard to do, especially being a second-round pick. You don't really know what you're going to be entitling with. But he got into the league, played for the Clippers, played for the Magic. Couldn't really show them what he wanted to do. But with the Celtics team, I'm hoping that in the Summer League, like he proved to all us fans, he can play, and he's a really good player. So I'm hoping that in this season, he gets the opportunity to play for the main G League team, gets to prove to them that he's a good scorer. Then he gets to work his way up and play with this Celtics roster. I could see him being at the end of the bench, getting some minutes here and there. And if we get some injuries into our point guards, since we don't really have that much point guard depth with trading Marcus Smart and having Malcolm Brogdon be injured / not really wanting to be here, I could think that the Celtics could use Jay Scrubb in a way that many fans don't see them using. And lastly, the last topic that we're going to be talking about, which is the sad topic, is Mike Gorman's farewell tour. Now, if you don't know who Mike Gorman is, he is one of the legendary commentators for NBC Sports Boston. He's been working with the Boston Celtics doing commentary for 42 seasons. This will be his last season, his 42nd season, and I'm very excited to see what the Celtics have in store for him. Now, if you don't know, he worked with the great Tommy Heinsohn, who passed away in 2020. Sad things to say, but Tommy Heinsohn was one of the great Celtics players, played with Bill Russell, great commentator for the Celtics, was there with Mike Gorman for as long as I can remember. Obviously, they were there for 39 years together before Tommy Heinsohn passed away. Then after Heinsohn passed away, Mike actually won an award in 2021. He won the famed Kurt Gowdy's Award, which was given annually to the best outstanding player for announcing, which I think is great for him. But Mike Gorman's had some history with some illnesses, as last season he was twice was not traveling with the team in the beginning of the year and towards the end of the year due to some problems with him health-wise, and I think that is why he is deciding to retire. He saw what happened to Tommy Heinsohn. He grew old and he did what he loved and then passed away while basically commentating, and I don't think he wants the same thing for him. Obviously, Scalabrine has replaced Tommy Heinsohn and has done a great job for the Boston Celtics. So I'm very excited to see what obviously Mike Gorman's going to do with his last season with Scal, and when we get into the new face of this thing, when Mike Gorman leaves after this season, how Scal and our new commentator are going to be the new voices for the Celtics, for families and everyone to grow with. As my grandmother has been watching Boston Celtics for her whole life and has only known Tommy Heinsohn and Mike Gorman. So the fact that we're going to get these new people in, my kids are going to be growing up with Scalabrine and someone else, and hopefully they'll be entitled to want to listen to the Celtics broadcast and be imported to NBC Sports Boston, as a lot of Celtics fans prefer to listen to that radio station or that news station compared to TNT or ESPN when the Celtics are on. So I'm very sad that Mike Gorman's got to go, but I'm very excited to talk about Jay Scrubb, obviously, one of the Celtics that I'm very high on. And I'm very excited for the Celtics-Lakers game on Christmas. So let me know what you guys were excited about in this video today. And make sure to leave a like, hit subscribe on Celtics Digest, as we'll be bringing Celtics content always to you guys. I'm Bruce Veliz, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.